I'm back playing some more Disgaea RPG, and today we're going to be looking at the new free-to-play drop unit that comes out called Love Oracle. Just going to be breaking down all her stats, all her evil Ts, her skills, just looking whether she's going to be coming into your staff team, and just whether she's worth investing in really or not. But remember, if you do enjoy the channel, you enjoy the video, please do hit like and subscribe. So let's have a look at Love Oracle. First thing you're going to want to notice is that in the lore, it says that they don't know if it's a, but who really cares? But it appears to be the default gender Disgaea have used is a male. So don't go just by appearances. I mean, it's not going to matter that much. It's only going to really affect if the odd evil T where they just boost either male or female units. It's always going to affect there. You see there, they are a staff unit. And let's have a look at their stats here. Nice health pool, attack and defense fairly low, but they are a staff unit, so it's not really an issue. Intelligence resistance, that's quite standard, that's alright. Fairly slow speed, and let's go down to her attributes. 25% on fire, 50% water, 25 on wind, and 0 on star. Resistances are normal. So let's have a look at these evil Ts. Let's see what they're going to bring to your staff team. Humanoid allies, intelligence plus 16%. For herself, she gets SP plus 8 when a turn begins. For all allies, they heal by 6% of max HP when a turn begins. And for all allies again, single targeted damage taken minus 12%. So not too bad skills there. Got a bit of Noelle vibes from her, especially that all allies heals by 6% of max HP. But for Noelle, that was her main evil T. So getting her to NE5, which if you're just investing in the free ones you do get, the drop ones from the event, she'll only be NE4, because there's only 5 copies available in the shop. So my first thought when seeing Love Oracle's evil Ts is, for a unit that's come out 2 months after Noelle, I don't think she's as good a unit. So I know they're both free-to-play units, but because of that 2-month gap, I thought they would have been better. So they've got the humanoid allies, intelligence plus 16%. That's a great attack and boost. But with Noelle and her NE1, she gave all staff-wielding allies all stats except speed plus 12%. So there's a 4% difference there. Love Oracle's getting that 16%. But for Noelle getting 12% for all stats, I think I prefer that myself. Mainly because if you are building a staff team, you're going to probably want to get Dark Artina in and Pure Sicily, and Dark Artina's intelligence boost overall is going to be better than having Love Oracles. Her second evil T, which has given herself SP plus 8 when a turn begins. Noelle had for all allies an SP cost deduction of 5%, which is quite minimal, but Love Oracles is just for herself. But getting the SP plus 8, if she is going to be your support unit, she's going to get a lot of her skills off, going to get a lot of her magic spells off. I think I'd prefer that over Noelle's reduction in SP for that. So her NE5 was that all allies, the heals by 6% of max HP when a turn begins. So as I said, that is the same as Noelle's, but Noelle had that as her first evil T. And for a lot of people, that was one of the main reasons you had Noelle. Noelle's main evil T and her NE1s were her best evil Ts, whereas Love Oracle's, but as I will show you with her skill moves and her spells, there's probably a reason why this is NE5, because it's not necessarily needed as much for her to be a support as Noelle, because Noelle didn't have any healing spells, but surprise surprise, Love Oracle does. And their NE7 there was all allies single targeted damage taken by 12%. So compared to Noelle there, Noelle has all allies damage taken from normal attacks by 15%. So as it's single targeted and it's damage reduction, it's going to be half the time really. I mean, there's no way to know if you're going to get an area effect attack against your units or if you're going to get single attack, but 12% deduction, it's not massive, but we'll take it. We're happy with 12%. Let's have a look at her skills, and as you can see, straight away, 3 of those are not attack moves. There's only one attack move there. So Fluffy Temptation is a debuffing of the enemy, going to reduce their attack by up to 30% and their speed by 5%. Quite a cheap custom one, so with her SP plus 8 at the start of turn, you're always going to be able to get that one off anyway, because you're getting SP plus 10 as well as that. So that's quite a good one. Her Garden of Favour, her second skill, restores HP of the party and increases their speed by 3%. So when Noelle had her main evilty, but Love Oracle doesn't need it to be her main evilty because she has this skill here, and it got that a nice added addition of the speed plus 3%. Yes, so very happy with that one. Dandelion Smile. For the party or your allies, intelligence up to 25% boost and defense up to 25% as well, the lower cap being 15 for both of them. So a very nice support there. That's quite cheap, goes down to a cost of 15, nice and cheap there, always going to be able to get that one off. So if she is going to be your buffing unit, you can put her at first, if you can get her speed up enough, because she did have quite low speed. If you get that up fast enough, yep, going to have some great combinations there. Use that very nicely with other strong hitting units that are going to go after her. And her damage dealing skill. Fairly expensive, 70 down to 65 cost. A single damage here. S rated power, and it does reduce the enemy speed by 10%. Nothing groundbreaking, but it is nice she has got a big move if you are needing it. Her magic spells. She's got Healing, Shield, Mega Fire, Espoir, and Giga Heal. Nice little variety there. So again there, unlike Noelle didn't have a healing skill for the party, only for herself, and she didn't have any magic spells that could heal. Whereas Love Oracle has now got her evilty heal, she's got her skill heal, and she's also got a magic spell of heal and Giga Heal. Another team buff with shield, but she has got her Dandelion Smile, which also is a defense boost. Not quite as high as defense boost, but it did increase your intelligence as well. So Dandelion Smile is probably a better option to go for than shield. Mega Fire, if I want to add a bit of attack damage to her, this is her only area effect move, and it's got the fire attribute. Of course it is Mega Fire, but 35 costs, it's a little bit expensive. If you're using her as a support, you're probably not going to be using Mega Fire as much, if at all really. Espoir, that's always nice to have. I always enjoy anything that can remove status ailments, so that is there if you need it. Again, you probably know the cost is 30 down to 25 on that one, which has always been a little bit expensive, but it does always come in clutch if you do need it. If you do need to remove that poison or sleep, brilliant for that. Giga Heal. Again, I don't think you're going to use Giga Heal that often because you've already got her heal skill, which is party-wide, and it is a lot cheaper. It might not heal as much, but you can be able to use it nearly every turn compared to Giga Heal, which is going to take you 3 turns to be able to use that one. So, comparing her to Noelle, as I have been, the difference being, Noelle is more of a damage-dealing intelligence character. She has her buff for the whole team at 12%, and her healing, but Love Oracle is definitely more focused on just healing the team, keeping their health up, buffing them, keeping the defense high, keeping intelligence high, and also debuffing the enemies by reducing their attack. That's using the Fluffy Temptation, which the more I think about it, is actually really good. Because if you've got your staff team, their resistance is generally higher than the defense, so reducing the enemy's attack instead of their intelligence is going to be really helpful there. It's just going to make sure that your team's got a bit of extra cover if they need it. And then with her Dandelion Smile, you've got the flip side of that. You've got your intelligence boost and your defense boosts for the team as well. So you're going to debuff the enemy's attack, buff your own defense, you're completely covered there. And as your resistance and intelligence are already a bit higher anyway, it's all good there too. So are they groundbreaking? No. Are they going to fit into your staff team straight away? Probably yes, because we haven't got a great variety yet. If you're going to be unlucky enough and you don't pull on Artina, or you don't pull Artina, you don't pull Pure Sicily, then yes, Love Oracle is going to fit straight in your team. If you do pull Dark Artina, if you pull Pure Sicily, are you going to prefer to have Noelle in so that she can go after Dark Artina's big boost? Probably, but Love Oracle, remember you've got 5 spots, Love Oracle to fit on that 5th spot. Just depends who you want, because the options are you could have Pure Flown, Fallen Angel Flown, Love Oracle, Noelle, Dark Artina, and Pure Sicily, probably the best 6 staff units currently on Global. So it's just depending which one you're going to want to have in your team and who overall is going to synergize the best. But probably out of the 6 I just said, you'd probably drop Fallen Angel Flown. Not because she's a bad unit, just because Love Oracle has that more healing effects and those more buffing and debuffing. And there you have it. That is Love Oracle. Hopefully you don't just use her as star food. I know that some people will use her as just 6-star food for other units, but myself personally, I'll be getting all 5 copies. I'll be investing them into Love Oracle. I think she's going to be used really nicely on the staff team, so my advice would be do not use her as food. Yeah, and I do keep calling her. My eyes are speaking for me because the game is classing them as a male. So if you did enjoy that video, guys, please do hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.